Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Charlotte Hornets tonight. Guys, what an amazing win for the Los Angeles Lakers. A much needed win for the Lakers when it comes down to it. I mean, you know, I I was just so impressed by the great performances by the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. I mean, obviously, when you look at the great performance from Anthony Davis, then LeBron James in the second half, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. I mean, every single player in this game tonight stepped up to the plate when it came down to it. Now, sure, there were some shaky roads in the first and second quarter, but it all came to a head in the third and fourth with the great performance by the Los Angeles Lakers that we haven't seen from them probably since the NBA in-season tournament. I mean, that was just a long ways away where the Lakers were losing games left and right ever since, and much winnable ones. But, when it came down to this one was a much needed one, and the Lakers got it in convincing fashion tonight. So I want to get into all the thoughts and opinions that we saw tonight when it comes to some of our players who really stepped up to the plate and delivered a blowout win against the Charlotte Hornets tonight, and just a much needed one. So I want to get into all that. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this live stream and, of course, hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all you guys' love support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZLN on YouTube. Please be sure to follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads, and I just uploaded a YouTube Shorts of the amazing play by Austin Reeves in the fourth quarter, where all of the Lakers players really stood up and were amazed by his amazing skill set and what he did in that play that really took us over the hump in the fourth quarter. So go check it out, hit that like, and share it all over social media. And I really appreciate you guys, all your love, support that you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZLN on YouTube. And you know what? Let's just get right into it. I mean, this was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers, a much needed one. Now, as I said from the beginning of this live stream, it was a rocky road for the Lakers in the first quarter. It didn't really seem it was going to their way in the first quarter. But then the second, it got a little better. But then the third and fourth, where the Lakers just dominated in a huge way, putting up 41 points in the third quarter and putting up basically 34 in the fourth quarter, where it was just very consistent to how they were just playing so well in the fourth quarter. We haven't really seen that from this Lakers team in quite some time, especially in fourth quarter situations. We all saw how Lakers really fall under the pressure in the fourth quarter situations. I mean, just going back to the Spurs matchup when LeBron was playing. I mean, the Lakers were leading across the way, but then when it came down to the fourth, it just really went down, really badly when it came down to that particular moment. And you can also say when Anthony Davis was playing the Spurs in the back-to-back game in San Antonio, where the Lakers were just leading very well in the first, second, and third, but then the fourth quarter, it just doesn't go their way. But this time around, the Lakers kept it consistent. I mean, they were just going back and forth with the team, and they just really dominated in a big way. And even though the Charlotte Hornets, they're one of the worst teams in the list of bad teams in the Eastern Conference, it is a surprising turn of events. I mean, where some teams when they play against the Los Angeles Lakers, they just come out of nowhere and just perform to the best of their abilities. And that's what happens when you face the Los Angeles Lakers. So it's not anything too surprising. But at the same time, I mean, this is a really good situation, when it comes to the Lakers getting this much needed win. And now, unfortunately, the Lakers are going to go on the road once again. It's going to be a back-to-back game, I believe December 30th and December 31st, just to end on the year. So the Lakers have a big road ahead of them. Could they capitalize it and end this year on a good note? We just have to wait and see about it. So I want to get into the team stats, and I'll read your comments in just a bit that are just coming in. But I want to get into just the great performances from our Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. I mean, offensively, the Lakers just played very well out there tonight. And let me also bring this up. The Lakers were very consistent when it came to not turn over the ball a lot, especially in the first half of the game, where the first quarter they didn't turn over the ball. So you can tell the Lakers were consistent. They did not want to turn over the ball, and they were just playing great Lakers basketball out there tonight. So let's give kudos to that when it comes to their performance in the second half. I'm sorry, in the first half of the game. I mean, it was just very good out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. Just want to read more here from the team stats on here tonight. I mean, just offensively, the Lakers play very great. I mean, from the field, 53% from the field, then 50% from the three. I mean, Lakers shooting night was very accurate out there tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, there was some sort of rhythm going on, and maybe it had to do with Austin Reeves potentially and Rui Hachimura and their influences in the game, especially Rui Hachimura getting inserted into the starting lineup in this matchup tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. Obviously, Cam Reddish is dealing with an injury issue. So I guess Darvin Ham wanted to give some opportunities to Rui Hachimura out there tonight, and he delivered. He delivered in convincing fashion, especially in the third quarter, where his shooting threes were very helpful for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, he was just very consistent, very consistent. Oh, no, my fault. He didn't shoot any threes. I guess so. I guess I was getting confused with D'Angelo Russell, where I saw his stats, because I always get those wow, I don't know what I was thinking. But I guess maybe because of the mid-range shots that he was making. Let me just say that. Yeah, mid-range shots that he was making. He went 7 of 12 from the field. So you can tell by the consistency of his efforts in the field really helped out the Lakers in the third quarter. And it was kind of like a back and forth type of situation when it came down to it. And it was always Anthony Davis, then LeBron stepped in the second half. And, it was just basically those three guys helping the Lakers out as much as they can. So, and then Austin Reeves in the fourth was really helpful for the Lakers as well. So, when it came down to it, it was just a great night for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. Then obviously the Lakers shot 100% of their free throw attempts. And then, when you look at the rebounding side of things, obviously they were a bit even, just up by 1 for the Charlotte Hornets. And then, the steals were very accurate out there tonight for the Lakers. Defensively, they were accurate, especially from Anthony Davis, from his block shots that he made in the first half, having 4 blocks in the first half. So, I mean, there's no question in my mind, if he just continues to stay healthy with the Lakers and just be this consistent, he'll be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he is wanting that for many, many years, and he could potentially get it very soon. And he obviously has been playing healthy. Playing through injuries and, just doing whatever he can to stay healthy. So, he is consistent and wants to stay with the team as much as he can, even playing through injuries. And that's what I want to see from most of our athletes in this NBA. So, especially from Anthony Davis, who's known to be injured prone, and also, what do they call him? Mr. Street Clothes or something? Well, he's been producing very well this season so far and staying healthy as much as he can. So even though he's playing through injuries, so just great job out there for Anthony Davis and his efforts tonight. I'll get to his stats and what he put up out there tonight and the rest of the Lakers in just a bit. And Obviously, the Lakers had 11 turnovers to the Charlotte Hornets 19. So, like I said, the first quarter, no turnovers. Maybe there was a couple in the second, I might be mistaken, but the Lakers were just very consistent and not turning over the ball a lot. And they were just doing whatever they can to play better offensively. So they were just really great out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And let me show you guys the stats out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And just want to read this comment here from Victor. Welcome to the live stream. I really do appreciate it. You're you're from Guatemala. Okay, what's up, Guatemala City? Um, Go Lakers! Good game. One question: are we getting Zach LaVine? Let's get into that just real quick. And I also want to thank you for bringing that up. I also wanted to bring up this one question for all of you that I just uploaded a video of the Lakers going after another player that could be a big fit for them at the point guard position. So I will display that particular question. And I think you all know who I'm talking about, but I want to get into the team stats and the player stats and how well they played before I get into the other talks that we will get into in this live stream on ZLN. So I'll just read Victor's and answer his just real quick. It's very interesting. When it comes to Zach LaVine, when it comes down to a talent like that, a great fit for the Lakers. Obviously, it does. He does fit well with the Lakers, but at the same time, I think we all know this by now. His contract is lengthy. I mean, the guy is still on a 4-year contract that is a little bit overwhelming for us to really accept. I mean, because you really had to really think about this particular player if he's going to be part of your future for the next 4 years, along with Anthony Davis. And you don't know how long LeBron James has on the Los Angeles Lakers if he retires in the next couple of years, or he, maybe this is his last year and wants to join his son next season in the NBA. But, we just have to wait and see about that. And, we have a much better idea about it. But yeah, I mean, Zach LaVine's contract is really what is killing the Lakers when it comes to negotiations, and especially from the Chicago Bulls end of things. I mean, they want a lot of assets for Zach LaVine. And obviously the Lakers don't have much. I mean, they have a couple of key players and a potential first-round pick that is critical for future talents to join the Lakers, very soon. So, it's a bit questionable. I personally I'm not really into this particular trade. In my opinion, I just think that if the Lakers want to find some really key players and key pieces, I would rather have them pursue maybe DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. Very short contracts, and especially DeMar DeRozan's end, who's on an expiring deal. You never know if he lives up to the expectations. If we do get him, maybe the Lakers will give him another contract this summer. But, it's just my own personal opinion when it comes to certain targets the Lakers should potentially pursue. But as much as I like Zach LaVine, his contract is what really is killing me. And all Laker fans when it comes to absorbing that type of talent, if he is going to be part of the Lakers' future for many, many years to come. So, because you're investing a lot to potentially a guy who is going to be with this franchise for many, many years. And, we just don't want another Russell Westbrook type of scenario. So, so to answer your question, Victor, it's a long shot. I just recently saw a report that Rob Pelinka is showing no indication of pursuing Zach LaVine. So that if it's coming from the horse's mouth to Rob Pelinka, the GM, then it's a possibility we will not get Zach LaVine. But things may happen. You never know. Things change. Anything could happen when it comes to the trade deadline and the Lakers' pursue of them. So, but yeah, I mean, at this moment, it's a bit questionable at the moment. I personally don't really want Zach LaVine because of his contract. But when it comes down to fit and a guy who could be a good third option next to LeBron and Anthony Davis when they make it a playoff push, then yeah, obviously that is the right move for the Los Angeles Lakers. But there is a particular question that I want to bring up. But first, I want to get into the team stats before anything. So once again, thank you, Victor, for your comments. And you're welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate it. And I just saw your comment. No problem. Really do appreciate it. So let's get into the Lakers player stats tonight. I mean, obviously, the player of the game goes to Anthony Davis out there tonight with 26 points, having 4 blocks, and those 4 blocks came from the first half. I mean, just talk about a guy who is wanting the Defensive Player of the Year award if he just keeps up his health and just being this consistent on the defensive side of the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers throughout the season. So, he's in the running. I mean, the guy is just, there's no doubt in my mind that he is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year if he just keeps this up moving forward into the NBA season and obviously to the new year. So, just want to put that out there. So just great job out there for Anthony Davis. Had 8 rebounds. Obviously went 11 of 19 from the field, and he was just consistent, and he was just very accurate with the ball tonight, and just really helping the Lakers as much as he can. And he delivered. He delivered tonight. So great job out there for Anthony Davis with a monstrous performance in a much needed win for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. Let's talk about LeBron James. Obviously, for these past couple of games now, he has been on a slump, in my opinion. I mean, this one is not the usual 20 points per game type of LeBron James numbers, but I'm not sure if he's resting up or not trying to do so much. So obviously, he put up 17 points out there tonight, had 11 assists, and with those 11 assists, I think for the situation that Darvin Ham put in this lineup, it's just obvious. LeBron is being the point guard for the team, and it's showing. And, even though I want Austin Reeves to be in the starting lineup, in my opinion, but, so far he's doing very well coming off the bench for the Lakers, and we'll get to him in just a bit. But obviously LeBron James with 17 points, had 11 assists, 4 rebounds, and obviously went 2 of 5 from the 3, and went 7 of 13 from the field. So a solid night for LeBron James. His efforts really came from the third quarter, where he just went off in the third quarter. I think he had maybe 5 points at the end of the second quarter. So his efforts was really needed in the third quarter, and he delivered along with Rui Hachimura and also Anthony Davis as well. So, but Rui Hachimura tonight had a really good game out there tonight with 17 points, starting for the Lakers in for Cam Reddish. I still think this is still a big lineup, but at the same time, they're putting up great results since. So even though the Celtics game was a bit disappointing, but against OKC with a similar lineup, other than just Cam Reddish being in it, it's kind of working, and it's been very successful since. So so far, it's been doing very well, and Rui Hachimura showing up for the Los Angeles Lakers, as I said, 17 points out there tonight with 4 rebounds out there tonight with 1 steal. And for some reason, I thought he was shooting threes throughout this game, but for some reason, it was all mid-range shots that he was making, and he was very accurate. I mean, went 7 of 12 from the field, so just great job out there for Rui Hachimura. And you never know, maybe this will be in a permanent lineup for him. You never know, but it all depends on Darvin Ham if he wants Cam Reddish to still be in the starting lineup. I mean, it's not to say that he's doing anything wrong. I mean, we obviously like, for me in particular, like Cam Reddish in the starting lineup because of his defensive side of the ball, what he brings to the table on the defensive side. So obviously, when it comes down to it, Rui Hachimura, he delivered on that tonight with his efforts out there tonight. So especially offensively. So great job out there for Rui Hachimura, 17 points. The rest of the Lakers, Torian Prince putting up 3 points out there tonight, and then you have Jared Vanderbilt with 7, having 4 rebounds out there, and I think he had 2 steals out there. So, and shot 1 3. He's not known for being a offensive type player and the guy who can shoot threes, but he was making them tonight. So, making one of them. So, just a solid night for Jared Vanderbilt, who is obviously slowly getting back to his normal self. Obviously, his consistent defensive style is what is much needed for this Lakers team moving forward. So, obviously, hopefully he gets more healthier, more getting his rhythm back into things. Obviously, being out for almost 2 months due to injuries, and he had some setbacks here and there, but slowly Jared Vanderbilt is getting to his normal self, and I'm hopefully want to see that from him moving forward. Just getting more better every single game. So 7 points out there tonight and shot 1 3 out there tonight. So a solid night for the standards of Jared Vanderbilt out there tonight. Let's talk about the second unit. The second unit, lots of efforts, really good efforts. Obviously some double-digit numbers from a lot of players out there tonight for the Lakers, and surprisingly, just some great effort from D'Angelo Russell, who had 16 points out there tonight, had 9 assists, went 4 of 7 from the 3. So once again, he has some off games, then he has some really good games, and this one in particular was showing out there, especially his shooting with 4 of 7 from the 3, 16 points out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, and most of his efforts came from the second half, and that's where everything really good for the Lakers. I mean, the third and fourth quarter was very successful for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to this blowout win against the Charlotte Hornets, and the efforts came from D'Angelo Russell out there tonight. So great job out there for D'Angelo Russell out there tonight. So and then Austin Reeves. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check out my YouTube shorts. I did uploaded a YouTube shorts about his amazing play. It was basically an Austin Reeves show. That's what really went down in the third. I believe it was like the third or fourth quarter where it all happened. So it was just really amazing type of play that he made, and he obviously made LeBron and Anthony Davis stood up in their seats because of it. So, and I'm here to say right now, Austin Reeves, man, since his development, of becoming a great player in this league, I'm hoping that he just keeps his consistency, this type of play, and this type of charisma, this type of chemistry that he has with the team, and a guy who can shoot and just do everything for us. I just hope that he just stays as consistent, and hopefully the Lakers will not trade him anytime soon, because he's really great for this team, and it's been showing ever since. So I'm just so impressed with Austin Reeves. I'm just really great to see that out of Austin Reeves. And obviously we saw tonight with 16 points out there tonight, and having 2 rebounds and 4 assists and 1 steal. Obviously went 2 of 3 from the 3 and went 6 of 8 from the field. So great job out there for Austin Reeves, and his efforts has been nothing but sensational to watch for the second unit, and it's obviously working. I mean, since he got inserted back into the second unit for the Lakers, he's been very helpful and obviously leading the way for them, for the Los Angeles Lakers in the second for the second unit. So it's obviously working. Now there's some, like myself too, want Austin Reeves to be in the starting lineup because of the situation that we're dealing with D'Angelo Russell falling out of the starting lineup into the bench role. So but at the same time, with no Gabe Vincent, not a lot of big efforts from some of our players that were too much expectations were given to them, like Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood, which obviously Christian Wood had a great game out there. And I'll get to him in just a bit, but it was just we just didn't have that type of firepower for the second unit. So, but with D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench, along with uh, Austin Reeves, obviously the chemistry of those two, is really working, especially for the second unit. So just a great job out there for Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell for this game tonight. When you look at Christian Wood, my hope is moving forward now is that Darvin Ham really gives opportunities for Christian Wood, because obviously things really work out for the Lakers when it comes down to it, and his shooting for a big guy really helped out the Lakers in a big way. Went 3 of 3, made all of his threes for the Los Angeles Lakers. Had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists and 1 block. So his presence on the floor really helps out the Lakers in a huge way when it comes down to it. And I'm glad that Darvin Ham is giving opportunities for Christian Wood, then Jackson Hayes, who, even though he put up 10 points, most of those points came from garbage time. And he only played for 7 minutes out there. So, and putting up 2 rebounds. So just to say this right now, Darvin Ham really needs to consider giving more opportunities for Christian Wood over Jackson Hayes, because still his fit on the team still not working. It's really, his fit doesn't really work. And my hope is the Lakers will look into potential trades or maybe buyout markets to potentially find another center to pair up with Anthony Davis. So just and I've been speaking about this for many live streams now. So hopefully things will turn out better for the Lakers when it comes down to that particular position area of the team, because like I said, Jackson Hayes is just not cutting it for sure. And then you have Max Christie, who had a great game as well, 10 points out there tonight and had 7 rebounds and 2 blocks for the Lakers. And most of those blocks came from the first half, so in the second quarter. So great job out there for Max Christie, who also went 2 of 3 from the 3 for the Los Angeles Lakers, when it came down to it. And, just overall, guys, and, 2 points for Jalen Hood-Schifino. So overall, guys, the shooting efforts for this Lakers team, once again, has been great. Obviously, we don't really see that often, but 50% from the 3. I mean, just great efforts for the Lakers in that particular area tonight. So just really great game for the Los Angeles Lakers, a much needed one for the Lakers when it came down to it. And I'm just glad the Lakers got the win at home to end the year of 2023. And just want to look at their schedule real quick. I mean, I know the Lakers have 2 back-to-back games on Saturday and Sunday, I believe. So let me just look it up real quick. And once again, thank you all for always the love support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZLN on YouTube. We're really growing a huge community on Facebook, guys. Please like me on Facebook and, of course, follow me on all over social media and, of course, subscribe to the channel on ZLN on YouTube. We're also growing on YouTube as well. Because of your love support, we can continue to grow this channel and obviously do a lot of great things for this channel. So the more subscribers come in, the more things I will potentially add on to this live stream and to my channel, and just do other things for you guys. That it's in the works. I mean, but it just depends on you, the subscribers and the viewers, to make that happen. So please continue to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and of course, follow me all across social media. I really am grateful for every single one of you. We're ending this year on a strong note on this channel, and I'm just hoping for many more success on this channel and all over social media moving forward into 2024. And it's all because of you guys that you make that very possible. So I'm grateful for every single one of you. I really appreciate it. So looking at the scheduling for the Los Angeles Lakers, I believe they have a day off tomorrow. I believe, I might be mistaken. Yeah, I think they have a day off tomorrow, so they can obviously rest up Uh, yeah, so they have a Saturday's matchup against the Timberwolves. So that'll be a matchup for sure. That's going to be a really tough one for the Lakers. And then they have the New Orleans Pelicans, which could be an opportunity for them to end the year on with a win. Uh, so on New Year's Eve, so that could be a possibility. So and I just saw your comment here, Eric. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you commenting and showing me this love of support. So Eric says they can get as many wins as they can before the new year. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, this was a much needed win, and this was supposed to be a much needed one. So the Lakers can end on the year on a strong note, and for them to potentially face the 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 Timberwolves on Saturday, and then they have New Year's Eve against the New Orleans Pelicans, who they beat, by the way, um, in the NBA in-season tournament. So it was, I believe, it was in the semifinals, right? Yeah, it was somewhere around there. So it was a matchup for sure that the Lakers really took advantage of. Now, could they do it again against them in New Orleans? Uh, it's a possibility. I think the Lakers could potentially, if they played like they played tonight, and what how they did in the NBA in season tournament against them, it could be a really good end of the year win for the Lakers to achieve. That's my hope for sure if they achieve that. Um, but when it comes down to it, Minnesota is going to be a tough one for them for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. And plus, it's a back-to-back road game. I mean, the Lakers are going to be for sure tired out, especially when it comes to just facing they're really good teams. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, number one seed and a team that's within the play-in. So. Um, it's going to be very difficult for the Lakers to potentially get those potential road games because, like I said in my numerous live streams, I've said it. I mean, the Lakers are not good on the road. And most of that had to do with the scheduling because, like I said before, the Lakers scheduling, since the beginning of the NBA season until now, most of those games were road games. And it's like almost like maybe like 28 or 27 road games to the Lakers 8 or something. Or no, my fault. My mistake. No, 21 road games. And basically the rest of them were home games. So most of those road games were, I don't know who scheduled the Lakers. Um, I don't know who scheduled the Lakers scheduling. I don't know who did it, but obviously the Lakers really struggled in these road games, and it really showed, especially when it comes to a player like LeBron, who is up there in age and needs to rest up here and there, and for him to play back-to-back games on the road, it kind of tuckers out a lot of athletes, and especially the Lakers. So for sure, I mean, I have to say this was a tough one for the Lakers when it comes down to the road that they dealt with from the beginning of the NBA season till now. But I don't know, maybe things will start to turn around for them once we reach January of 2024 in the new year. And I think it actually will be. Just looking at January's scheduling, the Lakers have 5 home games as their schedule moving forward into January of 2024. So that's some good news for the Lakers to get some rest at home and especially gaining some wins in their home court in LA in Crypto.com Arena. And it could be winnable ones for sure. I mean, I'm just looking at them now. January is a really good, month for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to home games. There's more home games than they are on the road. And let me just see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 road games on January for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, the rest of them are home games. So that's good news for the Lakers to get some rest when it comes down to it. So, but yeah, I mean, for sure, maybe the Lakers can win both of them or maybe one of them. My hope is that they can win one of them. It's just my opinion when it comes down to that. So thank you again, Eric, for your comment. I really appreciate it. I just got a comment here from Adam. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Uh, I've been saying Taurean Prince is our weak point, and when he left the game, we started dominating. I mean, yeah, I mean, for the guy who only put up 3 points out there, I mean, he has that consistency throughout the NBA season so far that his shooting has not been that consistent, even though when you look at his numbers and the stats that he's been putting up lately, um, let me pull it up real quick. For some reason, he's shooting around 39% from the three, which I find it very interesting because, he hasn't been that consistent from shooting those threes for the Los Angeles Lakers lately. And I guess during the preseason, it was just an outlier. I'm not sure because for some reason he hasn't been that consistent since. And, it's just very hard to tell. I mean, how Taurean Prince is as a player when it comes to from a shooting aspect, but when it comes to defensively, he's solid defensively. But when it comes to his shooting threes, he hasn't been that consistent for sure. Even though he's shooting around 39% from the three, so I just find it very ironic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe when we go into the new year, Taurean Prince will start to let things up for the Los Angeles Lakers very soon. So, maybe there'll be a turning point for sure. But yeah, so far he has been the weak link for sure. And every time he leaves the floor, the Lakers do dominate when he's not. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there'll be some changes coming up very soon when it comes to certain lineups in play. I don't know. Maybe Darvin Ham will somehow bench Taurean Prince and once Cam Reddish returns or something. But I don't know. We just have to wait and see for sure. You also wrote here, Adam. I honestly believe that if Woods ever started, his scoring would start coming like it has his whole career. I mean, we witnessed that tonight. I mean, his shooting was very helpful for the Lakers, and I'm just so glad that that Darvin Ham finally used Christian Wood in games because we always saw him that he obviously leans more to Jackson Hayes than Christian Wood, and we, it's very weird because when Christian Wood is on the floor with the Lakers and obviously giving him the minutes that he deserves with 20 minutes a game, the Lakers they win games when he's obviously putting up 25 minutes a game and he's great defensively for us and especially offensively with his shooting, even though it's not that consistent. I mean, he's not known for being a shooter, but when he does, he lets it up. And that's what we saw tonight. Always obviously making all of his threes for the Los Angeles Lakers, having 9 points out there tonight. And I think he played, 20 minutes or 25 minutes out there tonight. So my hope is moving forward now that Darvin Ham really considers Christian Wood in his, in the rotation, for sure. And Jackson Hayes, the Lakers really need to move on from him. Find another center that will obviously be a great fit along with Anthony Davis because he's just not cutting it. The guy commits fouls left and right that are just ridiculous, and he just, he's great. He has a great, athleticism, but at the same time, he's just not that consistent when it comes to just making dumb fouls that obviously just comes out of nowhere. So he's just not the right fit. And my hope is the Lakers will look into potential trades or maybe the buyout market for a center. So that's my hope for sure moving forward into this NBA season. And obviously, with the next couple of days, we're going into January of 2024, a year where the Lakers could potentially, go on a run and maybe start to win games. And, obviously we're going to hear a lot of trades for sure starting to emerge very, very soon when it comes to the Lakers and their trade interests that they have. And speaking of trade interests, this is a question that I want to obviously bring this out to you. I uploaded a video about it, and I think you all know where I'm going with this. Should the Lakers target Murray? Should they, obviously pursue Murray? I personally think, he is a good fit. And, obviously for many, many reasons, I think the Lakers should pursue him is because of his contract. His contract is very easy to absorb into the Lakers books. And for a guy who has a great relationship with LeBron James, being part of Clutch Sports, and his agent is Rich Paul, this is a great move for the Lakers. And for a guy who obviously says that he loves to play point guard than he does. He's a combo guard, but he's more of a point guard than he is a shooting guard. So you can just tell that during his times with the Atlanta not the Falcons. Excuse me, guys. The Atlanta Hawks. When it comes down to it, I find that he is a guy that can be a great fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's just me. I think, he a guy who can average 20 points a game, who's great defensively. He's a great defensive player. So, if the Lakers can get a guy like Alex Caruso or somebody that is a good defensive type of point guard, this is your guy for you. This guy can obviously play very well defensively. He's not known for being a shooter. I mean, the guy at best can average you around 32 to 33% from the three, but you never know. Maybe if he comes to LA, team up with LeBron, maybe things will start to turn around for him if he plays the point guard position for the Los Angeles Lakers, because obviously it's not cutting it in Atlanta with Trae Young. So, and I made a whole video about it, so go check it out. It's in the just scroll down into my channel and you'll see the video. And I put a lot of detail into it so you guys can obviously understand how important Murray is if the Lakers do decide to potentially pursue him. Because, comparing to him and Zach LaVine's contract, I'll go with his contract any day of the week. So, and the guy's young too. He's like 27 years old. So he's somebody that can obviously develop with this Lakers team, along with Anthony Davis and LeBron. So that's my hope. And please give me your thoughts about it. I really appreciate it. Just got a comment here from Eric. Any potential trade targets it's going to cost Austin Reeves, who all teams who are selling want at the trade deadline. Yeah, and that's the other unfortunate part. As I mentioned with Murray, according to Shams Charania, any team is looking at Austin Reeves for a potential trade. I mean, in any case, let me rephrase myself. The Lakers, any trade they want to make with other teams, there's no doubt that Austin Reeves is going to be part of that particular trade if it does happen. So, unfortunately, for somebody like Austin Reeves to be traded for a guy like Murray, I think it's a bit too of a steep. So I think maybe at best, if there's a trade out there, I don't know, for example, maybe like an Anthony Edwards. If the Lakers pursue a guy like that and, Minnesota say, okay, let's make a trade. Let's make a trade. Okay, we want Austin Reeves, we want Rui Hachimura, we want D'Angelo Russell, just first round picks. We want all those three assets plus the pick for, Anthony Edwards. Then I'll say, yeah, why not? I mean, I think Anthony Edwards will be a great addition to the team. And, that's just me really when it comes down to it, when it comes, to a guy of that caliber. If you're going to get rid of Austin Reeves in a trade, it has to be that particular type of player. That's just me. I think that's like the best type of scenario for any trade for Austin Reeves. Murray, I think it's a bit too much for Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell and a couple of and Rui Hachimura to get him. But I don't know. It's just a bit questionable at the moment of how big of a value is Austin Reeves, and I think he's up to that particular value of an Anthony Edwards type of player. Just saw another comment here from Eric. Donovan Mitchell would probably be the only trade target I would do that trade. Yeah, maybe. How about that? Yeah, I mean, man, Donovan Mitchell on the Los Angeles Lakers teaming up with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Oh man, that's going to be a nice lineup for sure. And for a guy who's a great scorer for you, a guy who can obviously shoot for you. So, I mean, maybe, yeah, I'll do that. Why not? I mean, that's what I mean. That type of talent. Somebody who wants to trade. If the Lakers want to trade for anybody in the NBA and other teams want Austin Reeves in the trade, they have to include that type of talent. Okay? That's the bottom line for me. And I absolutely agree with you, Eric. Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards. Who's another guy? I don't know. I'm trying to think about some, like maybe like I don't want to go this route. Maybe a John Morant. I mean, those are the type of players. Those are the type of players that you include Austin Reeves in a trade for. That's just me. Go after a all-star caliber player. And that's what Donovan Mitchell is. That's what Anthony Edwards is. John Morant is. So those are the guys that I think is a good asset that will obviously be very fair and very equal to the Lakers when it comes to a trade that they will make, at the trade deadline if they do pursue those particular players. And I absolutely agree with you, Eric, that Donovan Mitchell could be a guy that I hopefully maybe the Lakers will pursue at the trade deadline if if he's available. But I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the bottom line for me for sure. And because Austin Reeves, he's laying it up. I mean, he's like we saw tonight in the third quarter, the second half in the game. He's been that accurate for us, and and teams are noticing, and I don't blame them for them to ask for Austin Reeves in a trade for if the Lakers are showing interest in a particular player. And for a guy like Murray, Zach LaVine, I want to say Jordan Clarkson, but Jordan Clarkson is not worth an Austin Reeves trade. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, I mean, what's worth an Austin Reeves trade? Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, John Morant. I mean, those are the only guys that I would say, in my opinion, will obviously be in the conversations for. And that's just me. And my hope is that once we reach to the new year, we will obviously see some potential trades coming out very, very soon. So please stay tuned for ZLN on YouTube by hitting that notification bell and subscribing to the channel. And, once again, guys, just this question here. Do you think the Lakers should target Murray? I think so, but it just sort of depends on, the package deal for him. I don't want Austin Reeves to be part of it. So it's good that the Lakers are very firm of keeping Austin Reeves out of trades because he's obviously just doing very well for us for the Los Angeles Lakers. And when it comes down to it, like Eric, just saw your comment, Eric. I pass on Murray. Okay, I mean, if it's not including Austin Reeves, I personally think the Lakers should pursue a guy like him because he's a great defensive point guard, and for a guy who has a great relationship with LeBron, I don't know, maybe he will lit it up with the Los Angeles Lakers, or a guy who can average 20 points a game. So, but If Austin Reeves is part of that trade, then I'll say no. I'll pass on that. But if Atlanta wants D'Angelo Russell, um, maybe Rui Hachimura, and maybe a first round pick. I think a first round pick is a bit too much. I'm not sure, but the Atlanta Hawks are doing wherever they can um, to get a lot of assets back that they lost for Murray when they traded for him for these San Antonio Spurs. So there's no doubt that they will potentially ask a lot for Murray for sure. So all right, saw another comment here from Eric. Let's read that real quick. I know how teams work when it comes to trades with the Lakers. They would want the upper hand. Yeah, I know. It sucks for sure. I mean, that's the reality of dealing with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, we saw how last season went. Even though last season really, during the trade deadline, really worked out for the Lakers. I mean, they gave up a lot of assets for sure, a lot of second round picks. And when it came to Russell Westbrook, we gave up a first round pick just to get rid of him, to get, D'Angelo Russell and, Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt. Even though they worked out at the end, it's still hurting us till now because we had to give up a first round pick just to get rid of Russell Westbrook. So obviously, there's a lot of teams that are going to fleece the Lakers for sure out of all of their assets, and we obviously witnessed that during trade rumors when Indiana Pacers were in the mix for a potential trade that they wanted to do with the Lakers, and obviously the Lakers just wanted Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, but knowing the Pistons, or not the Pacers, excuse me, they wanted to fleece the Lakers, asking for multiple first round picks and a couple of key players that were on the team. So I'm glad they did not make any moves with them, and they stayed firm of where their offers were. So and I think it's the same situation now moving forward into the NBA season. The Lakers are staying firm of keeping Austin Reeves on their roster. And more than likely, they just want to trade D'Angelo Russell. I don't think they want to trade Rui Hachimura. Maybe they'll trade Gabe Vincent because of his, just for him not to haven't been living up to the expectations on the Lakers because of injuries, obviously. But I don't know, maybe him and then maybe Jackson Hayes will be part of a trade scenario. But we just have to wait and see. I mean, whoever is available by the time we reach January, mid-January until February. My hope is maybe Donovan Mitchell could be available for trade, and if it came down to Austin Reeves in a part of a trade scenario for him, then yeah, I would do it for sure. So, but yeah, there's no doubt a lot of teams are going to fleece the Lakers. They want an upper hand to make a trade happen. But, that's the reality of how the NBA works when it comes to the Lakers being part of trades. They want to do whatever it takes to take a lot of assets away from the Los Angeles Lakers so they can obviously not develop as a team for the next couple of years. So, it's just the reality of the situation. So, thank you again, Eric, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. I mean, I really am grateful for every single one of you for your love support. I mean, we're growing this channel in a huge amount with you guys sharing my live stream, sharing my videos, and just following me all across social media. I mean, as well, especially on Facebook. We have a big following on Facebook, 7,000 followers and 6,000 likes on Facebook. So please follow me there. And of course, all over social media as well. Follow me on X, Instagram, and TikTok and Threads. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this live stream so you guys can check me out. And of course, subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit that notification bell. And once again, thank you, Victor. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Adam, for you guys' comments that we had on here. And I'm just glad the Lakers got a much needed win tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. Now the Lakers have 2 games remaining at the end of the year now, with obviously a back-to-back games on Saturday and Sunday. They will be facing on Saturday the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they'll be facing the New Orleans Pelicans on New Year's Eve. And make no mistake, tune in for ZLN coverage of post-game analysis on this channel, ZLN on YouTube, by hitting that notification bell and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you guys once again for your love and support, and let's continue to grow this channel. With your love and support, we can obviously reach 5,000 at the end of the season, hopefully. So if we can make that happen, it will be amazing for sure. So once again, guys, follow me all across social media, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.